It's going to be another great day at Walt Disney World. Today we're starting things off at Disney Hollywood Studios. We're heading over to the ABC Commissary for lunch. We already placed our order through the mobile app. We really tried to get into some of the sit-down restaurants. There's not even walk-up available. It's really tough to get dining, especially at the last minute. So, go to the walk-up counter service. We're heading over now. There's over an hour wait for Runaway Railway. That's too long for me to stand. Even though the sun isn't really hot today, it's still hot just standing in that open line. I said over an hour. It's actually exactly 1 hour. So this is kind of a new experience for me, so I thought I'd share it with you. We placed our mobile order. They would not let us enter the door until it showed up on our app that said we're preparing your food. And once it says you're preparing your food, then we could come in and we had to stand here on these dots. Then, when we go to get our food, and I'll show you all this, I'll pan around in just a minute. When you go to get your food, that's the first time that you can actually go and look for a table. So it is a little bit of a process. I found it to be more convenient yesterday when I was at Cosmic Rays. I don't know if they do this at every counter service restaurant here. That's how they're doing it at the commissary. So let me show you around, show you where people stand and all that good stuff. So you can see that there are these maroon dots, and that's where people have to stand as they wait for their food. So there really is no counter service, even though it looks like, you know, some people are standing waiting to serve us until that. Okay, now it says pick up. Oh, they had a whole container of those cakes. That looks really good.
We have a chicken club and a physical cheese, everything.
There are beverage stations that are refillable as long as you're eating here in the restaurant. So you can't come back with your cup later and refill it. And over there are things like napkins and condiments, silverware or plasticware as the case may be. And we got that red velvet cake. That looks just delicious. It's really, really big. Looks like it's about 4.5 inches across. I think we'll be sharing that. Here is grilled cheese. That's off the kids menu. So you see we get sides. I have a chicken sandwich. Could come with fries, but I felt like I've been eating too much fried food on this trip, so I chose to get the apples as well. So there we go. Let's take a look at this. It has a little bit of bacon, a little bit of cheese, grilled chicken, some sauce, probably just mayo or something similar, and tomato and lettuce. Okay, I'm going to spread this bacon out so it gets a little more bacon with every bite. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. There we go. She said the grilled cheese is kind of dry, so she went to see what condiments they may have. I know she's looking for some kind of a honey mustard, but I don't think they have it. I think all I saw was ketchup, mayo, hot sauce, and buttermilk ranch. We're ready to try our dessert. Looks good, doesn't it? I cut it down the middle as closely as I could. Here we go. Got that. It's sweet, it's creamy, I guess what you'd expect. My wife just asked me a fun question. She said, if you are given the choice between this red velvet cake that we just had here at the ABC Commissary or the pineapple bread pudding that we had yesterday at Tambu Lounge, which would you pick? And I said, well, I'm not as big a fan of pineapple, but you know, over there at the Polynesian they used to have the bread pudding that was banana, and I might have preferred that. Because it comes with a lot more. You get the caramel drizzle, you get the ice cream, there's just more flavors in that. But this was a good cake, especially for a counter service. her choice was hands down the red velvet cake. It was very good. It was soft. It was fresh. It had the frosting. So either one of those desserts would be really good. They also had the Wookiee cookie here, which I think we both agreed it was kind of funny because we both said the same thing. It reminded us, we didn't have it, but just looking at it on the menu, it reminded us of the Little Debbie, you know, the Little Debbie brand cookies, the oatmeal cookies with the cream inside. It's kind of what it looked like, but it was decorated to look like a Wookiee. So there you go, our analysis of a few desserts here. What's your favorite Disney dessert? Let me know down below. Since we're down in this end, we're going to head over to Star Tours. I didn't even check the time, but look at this. It's a walk-on. We're just buzzing through this.
Yeah, but as you can see, I have this very important job.
That was really fun. I like that Disney constantly updates Star Tours. I think people forget about it. With all the new stuff that's going on, a whole Star Wars land, they forget how good Star Tours really is. It was just an instant walk-on. I mean, we didn't stop for anything. And it's really a fantastic attraction. And don't forget about it. I just love it. I had such a great time. 25 minutes. Let's give it a shot. They said 25 minutes. It doesn't look like a 25-minute queue to me. But you never know. They tend to wind around a lot. But did you notice that cast member? He was working outdoors. He wasn't wearing a mask. I think today is the first day that Disney cast members were able to take off the mask if they are assigned to an outdoor duty. Speaking of things you notice, I've always noticed that that was Pizza Planet. What I never noticed before is that Satellite is like a pizza with a slice taken out of it. Here we go! Ready to switch lanes? Whoa! Oh man, this moves around. It's a bumpy ride today. Oh man, this car is really shaking. I don't know if you can see that, but this thing is really shaking today. It's like it has a bad wheel on a shopping cart. And this is an interesting exit. There's Slinky Dog.
Here we go.
35 minutes. The Viewmaster discs in here are Disneyland and Peter Pan. And here's an Etch-a-Sketch. A lot of fun toys. I think they're fun anyway. I'd love to play with a giant Viewmaster, wouldn't you? Remember when you would find this type of stuff? You'd go through old toys, half of it would be used, some of it would be brand new. What's your favorite toy in Midway Mania queue? Real or made up? What toy do you look at and say, that looks like it's a lot of fun, or I remember playing that? Leave your comments below. Remember when every game piece used to look like this? I wonder why that is. What does that represent?
Step right up and take a rollicking ride through our gallery of games. They'll astound you, they'll surround you. Some will even confound you. Our games will test your skill like nothing else ever will. Right?
we were evacuated. For us, it was a pretty easy evacuation. We just went back to the loading platform. They scanned our magic bands. They said we could get right on anything except Slinky Dog, Runaway Railway, and anything in Star Wars. So it doesn't leave a lot of options. We'll see what we do, but we might just head over to Epcot now. Thanks for coming along as we had another fun day at Disney's Hollywood Studios. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face in the corner and ring that bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks again, I'm Mark, and this is the Average Bee Channel.